Good day, everyone. Today I'm very happy to delve into a topic that intersects two crucial aspects of early childhood development: gender socialization and citizenship education. Parental involvement in their children's early years not only shapes their understanding of gender roles, but also significantly influences their sense of civic responsibility. This dual impact underscores the importance of parental involvement in laying a foundation for socially responsible and equitable future citizens. Our research explores this complex interplay between parental involvement, gender socialization, and the development of citizenship values in preschool-aged children. By examining the strategies employed by parents, this study uncovers how notions of civic responsibility and gender equality are instilled in young children. Through reflective interviews, we gain insights into how cultural and societal influences shape parenting practices and ultimately impact children's understanding of their roles in society. So join as we attempt to unravel the complexities of this relationship and discuss the practical implications for educators, policymakers, and parents. I'm going to present the key research questions that are central to our understanding of early childhood development, particularly in the areas of citizenship values and gender roles. So, the first question: how does parental involvement impact the development of citizenship values in preschool-aged children? Parental involvement is widely recognized as a crucial factor in the development of young children. This question seeks to explore the specific ways in which parents' engagement in their children's lives influences the formation of citizenship values. These values include concepts such as cooperation, respect for others, and participation in community activities. The second research question: what role do parents play in shaping their children's understanding of gender roles? Parents are often the primary source of socialization for young children, making them pivotal in the development of gender identity and perceptions of gender roles. This question addresses the mechanisms through which parents influence their children's understanding of gender. This includes parental attitudes, behaviors, and the types of interactions they encourage. And the last research question: how do cultural and societal norms influence parents' approaches to gender socialization and citizenship education? Cultural and societal norms play a significant role in shaping parenting practices and expectations. This question examines how these norms affect parents' approaches to teaching gender roles and citizenship values. Let's move on to the literature review. Research consistently indicates that active parental involvement is crucial in early childhood development. Studies demonstrate that such involvement significantly impacts children's social, cognitive, and emotional growth. These findings emphasize the importance of parents' active participation in their children's lives, as it lays a strong foundation for their overall development. Theories on gender socialization, such as Sandra Bam's gender schema theory, suggest that children learn gender roles through parental modeling and societal norms. Parents play a key role in either reinforcing or challenging traditional gender roles. By observing and interacting with their parents, children form their understanding of what it means to be male or female in their society. The role of early education in instilling civic values is well documented. Research by Hancock and Campbell highlights how early childhood education settings provide essential opportunities for teaching children about civic responsibilities, social justice, and community participation. These early experiences are crucial in developing informed and engaged future citizens. Parenting practices are heavily influenced by cultural norms and societal expectations. Studies show significant variations in how parents from different cultural backgrounds approach gender socialization and civic education. Understanding this variation helps us appreciate the diversity in parenting practices and underscores the need for culturally sensitive approaches in supporting parents. Now I would like to discuss some key theoretical frameworks that underpin our understanding of parental involvement, gender socialization, and citizenship education. Albert Bandura's social learning theory posits that children learn behaviors and norms by observing and imitating those around them, particularly parents and other significant figures in their lives. This theory highlights the importance of modeling, where children watch and replicate the actions, attitudes, and emotional responses of adults. For instance, if parents display civic-minded behaviors or non-traditional gender roles, children are likely to adopt these behaviors and attitudes themselves. Uri Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the multiple levels of influence on a child's development. According to this theory, child development is affected by different environmental systems, with the family being the primary microsystem. This primary microsystem is crucial in shaping early learning and socialization. This model emphasizes the interaction between the child and their environment, including the extended family, community, and broader societal influences, all of which play significant roles in the child's growth and development. Let's move on to methods and data collection. For our approach, we employed qualitative research to gain in-depth insights into how parental involvement influences gender socialization and citizenship development in preschoolers. This approach allowed us to capture the nuanced perspectives and experiences of parents. Our primary data collection method was reflective interviews. We conducted semi-structured interviews with parents focusing on their perception and strategies. These interviews covered various topics, including parenting practices, gender norms, and civic responsibility. We concentrated on several key areas. First, we looked into the strategies parents use to instill civic responsibility and participation in their children. Second, we explored how parents promote gender equality and challenge traditional gender stereotypes. Lastly, we examined the impact of cultural and societal norms on these parenting practices. Our participants were a diverse group of 20 parents, 25 to 52 years old, including both mothers and fathers from various socioeconomic backgrounds. This diversity helped us understand different perspectives and approaches to gender socialization and citizenship education. Let's start with our first key finding, which focuses on parental strategies for teaching civic responsibility. Most parents reported that they rely heavily on storytelling and family discussions to instill civic responsibilities in their children. For instance, one parent shared the story about how they use bedtime stories featuring historical figures who made positive contributions to society to teach their children about civic duty. Another parent mentioned regular family discussions after dinner where they talk about community issues and how they can contribute, helping children to understand their role in society. Moving on to our second key finding, we discovered significant differences between traditional and contemporary gender roles as perceived by parents. Some parents emphasize distinct roles for sons and daughters, whilst others support their children's interests irrespective of gender. Our third key finding highlights the promotion of gender equality by parents. We found that parents who actively promote gender equality reported higher levels of civic engagement in their children. For instance, some parents encourage mixed gender playgroups and involve both boys and girls in household chores. At the same time, more traditional parents typically designate boys as leaders and girls as caregivers. For example, a parent recounted that they grew up with the expectation that boys should be assertive and take charge, while girls should be nurturing and supportive. On the other hand, another parent mentioned that they encourage their daughter to take on leadership roles in school projects and their son to help with caregiving tasks at home, promoting a balanced view of gender capabilities. Our fourth finding reveals variations in how mothers and fathers approach gender socialization and citizenship education. Mothers tend to emphasize emotional intelligence and empathy. They often engage in nurturing and supportive activities. For example, a mother shared how she teaches her children to understand and express their emotions through activities like drawing and storytelling, fostering a sense of empathy. Fathers, on the other hand, focused more on discipline and independence. One father explained how he encourages his children to take on responsibilities and make independent decisions, preparing them for real-world challenges. Lastly, our fifth key finding addresses the impact of societal and cultural influences on parenting practices. Many parents felt societal pressures to conform to traditional gender roles despite their personal beliefs in gender equality. One parent expressed frustration at the societal expectation that boys should not show vulnerability, while another mentioned feeling judged when encouraging their daughter to pursue STEM activities traditionally dominated by males. These cultural norms create a complex environment where parents must navigate between their beliefs and societal expectations. Finally, let's summarize our findings and discuss the broader implications of this research. Our research highlights that parental strategies for teaching civic responsibility frequently involve storytelling and family discussions. We identified differences between traditional and contemporary gender roles as perceived by parents. While traditional roles suggest distinct responsibilities for boys and girls, contemporary views promote equality. Importantly, we found that parents who actively promote gender equality tend to report that they have children who show higher levels of civic engagement. We also observed that mothers and fathers employ different approaches to gender socialization and citizenship education. Mothers typically emphasize emotional intelligence and empathy, whereas fathers focus more on discipline and independence. Lastly, societal and cultural norms have a substantial influence on parenting practices. Many parents feel pressure to conform to traditional gender roles despite their personal beliefs in equality. These findings offer practical recommendations for parents, educators, and policymakers. It is essential to support parents in balancing traditional values with modern perspectives to foster well-rounded and socially responsible children. Educational programs and policies should aim to promote gender equality and civic responsibility from an early age, providing parents with the resources and guidance they need. Future research could explore cross-cultural differences in greater detail to understand how various cultural contexts influence parental practices. Additionally, developing comprehensive programs to support parents promoting both gender equality and civic responsibility will be crucial for nurturing the citizens of tomorrow. Thank you very much for your attention.